Okay, welcome everyone to our show. This is our second edition of Key People of Influence. Today we have a very special lady, or should I say ladies, because our guest is having her mom on the show as well. So today
Yay!
we're going to interview a fellow colleague of mine in the same industry, considered as my peers. She's actually my senior, although I look much older. I'm older, but she's more senior because she has been in this line for over 20 years. Uh, ever have ever been awarded best trainer in SIM in 2013. You know how many trainers SIM have? I think SIM once upon a time had 200 plus trainers, if I'm not wrong. So to get the best trainer overall award is amazing. So today, let's join me in welcoming my good friend Maxine Teo and
Woohoo!
mother. So, hey, hi to everyone.
Hello, Andrew. Hello, everybody. Is this my mother, Elizabeth? Say hello.
Hello.
My mom's
Hi.
pretending to be gentle.
I have proof. Okay, I have proof that this was the photo that we have taken.
Oh my gosh.
All right. So this was the lousy mobile phone days. So it was by my poor mobile phone. It was very dark. So, uh, uh and also like 6 years ago, uh,
Mm.
you were at Speakers Academy for APSS.
Oh my gosh. Where am I? Let me see.
You
Oh
are,
yeah.
you are, yeah, you are next to the girl. Yeah, it's a
I
very
just sitting
smart
on
move.
my lap.
Yeah, it's a very smart move to have one person in front of you, though you look very small.
That's why I couldn't find myself to the point.
And and I think at the beginning of 2015, you were together with me and my book launch together with our mutual
Oh.
friend Kelvin Lun. Yeah,
Oh yes. Wow, that
yeah,
was your book launch.
yeah. That was in the salon actually.
Yes, I
So,
remember.
so of course, we bumped into each other again in SIM later that year. We were
Oh.
all teaching on the same day, and then we met another mutual friend.
Wow. I didn't
Yeah,
realize we bump into each other so often over the
yeah,
years.
yeah, yeah. And then I purposely go to one place and bump into you. This is your
Oh
awesome
yeah.
show. Yeah,
Oh
you did
yeah,
that,
my
right?
theater performance.
Yeah.
Ah.
So you want to know what role is she playing, right? Then uh you look at the way she dressed. You can roughly guess. I was lucky to be in the third or fourth row, so it's awesome.
Ah, thank you. Thank you for your support and for remembering. Ah.
And you want to catch her in action. I think I have also dig out one photograph. I think in 2017. This is one high energy,
Oh
very
wow.
high energy, very very good training. She trilingual, by the way. She can speak Cantonese, Mandarin, and English. So I'm
Oh.
so proud of myself. I haven't done a single training in Cantonese, no, even though I'm a Cantonese.
啊，真㗎？仲未有機會啫，no chance yet。
真係冇啊！真係要我要你幫我手啊！幫我拉線。
得，一定得。
So
我阿媽都識講，my mom can speak to you. 你好。
你好。
不如伯母你而家趁個機會一次過介紹一下啦。
哦，阿媽自我介紹啊，好啊，阿媽，you can speak English or 廣東話都得。
講乜嘢咧？
介紹你自己啊。
我係點講啊？一個好positive 嘅人嚟嘅。I will never give up. I will always go for it, try my best and all that. I'm a warrior in a way.
Yes, you are, mommy.
Yes. And I've been blessed and I'm now well and healthy.
Yeah, thank you, mommy. You are a warrior.
That is awesome, awesome. So, Maxim, we are here today to talk about your upcoming book. And this will be really awesome. So, would you mind telling me, I'll show the first question. What is the name of your book first?
Wow. Oh,
Before that,
yeah.
what is the name of your book?
I'm so excited about the title because we had many rounds of brainstorm, and it is, wait for it, Secret Manual of the Sales Warrior.
So
Yeah.
listen, a secret manual of the
Manual
sales
of the
warrior.
Sales Warrior. Yes. I wanted to call it the 秘籍 of the Sales Warrior, which is a Chinese word for secret manual. And for filing reasons, we have to title it in English. So on my book cover, you will see the warrior, which is a drawing of me holding on to a 秘籍, which is a secret manual. So that's how we got around it.
I see, I see. You know, I'm so excited. I prepared everything right except your book cover. But don't worry, I will find time to show it somewhere in our show. So no
Thank
worry.
you.
It's my fault. I'm so sorry. So what was the story behind this book title? Besides all your research,
Oh, yeah.
is it
In
a
fact,
20 years in the making thing?
it was initially I had thought about calling it like golden nuggets of sales ideas, and I thought, no, that's so generic. And it was also in a time when I started thinking about writing and finally starting on my book. I've been thinking and thinking about it for 15 years or even more. And in my book, I have actually written, the person who keeps reminding me is my mother here. Each time my mom sees me, like, baby, have you, no, why don't you say it? What do you always say to me when you see me, mom?
Baby, when are you going to start writing your book?
Then I'll be like, Mommy, don't talk about it. I'm not ready. And that reminder. And then, so when I finally decided to write a book, and my mom is such a warrior, as she has correctly put it just now, because over the past decade, due to health reasons, she was in and out of hospital, and she will fight every disease, and doctors say there's no hope. And my mom will just keep fighting. So we started using the word, she's a fighter. Then we thought fighter sounds like just a soldier. And one day I just told my mom, you are a warrior. So I thought, yeah, I'm writing about sales, and sales is one of the toughest job in the world. So instead of calling us just the salespeople, sales professionals, that's how the name came about, Sales Warrior. There you go.
Wow. Sales warrior, I really love it because really sales every day. A lot of salespeople take the marketplace like a battlefield. So a warrior, the warrior term is very apt. So assuming the book I heard will be launched sometime in August,
That's
and
correct.
and what can readers expect from this book itself? What are
think the-
what are the key takeaways?
Oh, yeah. In fact, this book, although I call it Sales Warrior, is really for people who are not just selling products and services, but for people who are constantly selling ideas and concepts, which I call them affectionately the office warriors. So what you can take away from this book is some of the key things. It starts from the first chapter on networking. So networking applies not just to people in the sales world, but to all of us in the office working to climb the corporate ladder. And all the way to the final chapter on resilience, which is, especially as you just correctly put it, it is like a whole battlefield for sales. The same thing in the office. We are constantly battling politics, situations, difficult customers, difficult colleagues. So all those concepts I'll share with our readers on how do you overcome resilience. And my book is not a typical just telling you concepts kind of a book. It is a very conversational style with questions that most of us would have asked and my answers or response to it. So it'll be a very easy and fun read.
Yeah, I had a privilege of getting the draft version of your book. It's almost like near final. I have skimmed through certain chapters. Of course, it zooms straight into personality typing, right? So you
Yeah.
make it very simple, and in one chapter I talk about personality, but in every chapter you make it like a Q&A style. So it's like you pick up the most salient questions being asked by salespeople and you put it into the book, and then you have the answers. So how do you decide to have that in a Q&A style?
Oh, yeah. I have to give credit to the inspiration I had last year when I had the opportunity or privilege to be invited by our radio station 938 Live, the news station. And they connected with me and asked me to speak on one topic, which is managing difficult customers professionally. I teach that as a course, and they loved the way I shared the liveliness, because news radio is usually like, my mind is like, yay. And they asked me, what other topics can you talk about? And I was like, oh, I can talk about negotiation too. I can do this. And before I knew it, I gave like 8 interviews. And that was last year. And when the year came to an end, I was thinking about writing my book. And then I thought about the wonderful experience I had in the interviews. I thought, why not put together all my wealth of experience into 12 chapters, like the 12 apostles, 12 months in a year. And each chapter would be like a short interview. Yeah. So that's how the idea came about.
Okay. So I'm sure by listening to it, we are all very excited. And I'm not sure whether you have any pre-launch plan, but I believe we do. Maybe next month we have something nearer to the date. But when is the official launch date?
Oh, I can't wait to say it's a special date. Mommy, can you do the honors?
On the 8th of August.
Yes, and what day is the 8th of August?
That day is my eldest grandson's birthday.
Eldest grandson is my son. Yeah, it's my son's birthday, 8th of August. 8月8号, 8月8号. Very auspicious, right?
So 88, right? 882020. Wow.
Yeah.
08082020.
Absolutely.
You know, by the way, I specialize in Enneagram. The 8 and 2 always come together. But anyway, that's story for another day. So now that we are in hopefully by then, right? Hopefully by then, phase 3 of our circuit breaker easing will be on and we can have a proper launch. I'd really, really love to be there. But, you know, every time I myself, I'm a 3-time author, and every time when I look at somebody's book, I can see their accents into the book. I can see themselves into the book, even though they're writing non-fiction, but the style they write and the examples they have is somehow their personal story. So how much does this book reflect on who you are and what you represent?
Oh, I'm so delighted that you asked this question, because if I have to give it a percentage, I will say almost 100% of who I am. And why I can say that partly is self-awareness. When I wrote it, I reminded myself to be as authentic and be as original as I would. I wrote it the way I would say it. So I use the exact expressions like, oh, really? No way. No, I actually write it out. And I was reaffirmed with that because I thank you for being one of my praisers for my book. I invited another few other good friends, trusted partners, and some of the repeated comments were, Maxine, I felt you were reading or you were talking in front of me. When I was reading the book, it was like you were talking with me right away. So that reaffirmed my intention to have my book to reflect 100% of who I truly am.
Wow. Hey, by the way, if you are listening or watching this live, of course, there will be plenty of watch party later on. But if you have a question for Maxine, please feel free to comment. We love all your comments. So whether you're watching it on Candy Creation Publishing pages or Key People Influence page, we welcome you to put your comments. I can see it and I will put it up. So one of my friend Christopher has actually posed a question. So it's a very apt question. So where can you get the book?
Thank you, Christopher. Oh, in fact, thank you, Christopher, for you being my first fan on this show. Yes, I will be having some distribution through the bookstores, the main bookstores like Popular, and the bulk of it I will be doing direct delivery and through book launches. So, Christopher, please add me on Facebook, just Maxine Teo, and we keep in touch so that you don't have to pay the GST. And I'll have special rates for you. Ding!
Yeah,
because you are a supporter. Yes.
Very special because just now Maxine said 100% of her is in the book. So when you read the book, it's like reading a very elaborative Tinder profile. Just kidding. Just kidding.
That's a good one. Tinder is a dating app.
So if you like what you read, you're going to like what you see on the book. So please come and support and look out for it. So it's going to be exciting. So if there's one key message to our listener for today, what would that be?
Wow, this is the succinct phrase that I would say is be a warrior. Okay, my key message is be a warrior, which is just don't let anything in life get you down, especially this time, right? So, Mommy,
Right.
say it too.
Be a warrior. I'm a warrior.
You're a warrior too. So everybody out there, be a warrior.
Be a warrior. So I happened to get through your book and I selected a few of the very good nuggets.
Oh,
Oops.
thank you. Oh, your
I
mommy's
think
so
I think my Facebook is come out somewhere.
Thank you.
Okay,
See,
come
mommy,
back.
someone said your mommy is so cute.
Thank you.
She likes gorgeous.
Yes.
Cute.
So this is
Oh,
one
that's
quote.
my quote.
Yeah.
Oh yes, that's my quote for networking. The chapter on networking. Build your emotional currency, and you shall be wealthy in more ways that you can imagine. Oh,
Actually, I like this one. The
oh
way
yes.
you yourself affects the way you are perceived, and the way
Mm,
you are being perceived affects the way you are being treated. That's so true.
absolutely.
In Cantonese, they say, 先見來意後見人.
係啊
Do
係
you
啊，
understand that?
呢句係啱嘅，呢句啱嘅，呢句係金石良言嚟。
來意後見人啊嘛。Basically, your dress and how you carry yourself,
Yeah.
that's the most important.
Mm.
Then they will know you later. But if you give them the first impression, a poor impression, you misbehave yourself or something, then people won't respect you after that. You know?
Yeah.
That's
That's
correct,
so
Mama.
true. That's so true.
You know?
Mm.
Yeah.
Sao
So
Dong.
once again, if you are listening, if you're watching now, please share this video, and we will do plenty of watch party later on. But it's really nice. There's so many nuggets. I don't know what to choose. I have this one. The way you start a conversation will directly affect how the relationship will turn out to be. So
Oh yeah, the art of small talk.
yeah, that's one. So I think I remember when we first know each other. Initially, we didn't know each other very well, and we had one conversation in Holland Village
Yes,
coffee
I
many
remember
years
that.
ago. I like
Yeah.
8 years ago. Yeah, 8 years. We were talking about branding, marketing, and during those days, actually, I only been 10 years in life. So that was my second year, and I don't know why am I giving advice to someone who has already doing that for 10 years. So, but we bump into each other every time, and most recently we had a project together, and she's just a very energetic person. I remember when I did the live interview with you, Maxim, a friend was nearby and they look at it and say, "Wow, this person is really, really uh, a show a showstopper." That means she steal your show. That means she's so energetic that ordinary host will not be able to handle her. Okay, well, this is the second time, I just love it because this
Oh,
is
thank
really
you.
what key people influence are about.
Yes,
Now,
and you are the key.
now,
Thank
I'm
you.
going to ask you one question, right? Yeah,
Oh,
it's out of your book, but I want to ask you, what do you think real influence is all about?
that is a very deep question. Real influence. I think real influence is when you can get someone else to do something that you want them to do, and they think that it is their own idea. Wow, would be the true spirit of influence.
Wow. And you know what? I was reminded of one quote that you have in a book, and this one sums up. If you do what others are already doing, it is expected. It's normal, right? People expect you to do, you do. But if you can go beyond the norm, beyond, over and above, that is where you stand out. So I think
Wow.
really, I think all of us need to go beyond. COVID is such a time where a lot of people either rest for 10 weeks or a lot of people grow in 10 weeks more than what they did in 10 years. I think it's really awesome. And it's really nice to have you in our show. And really, thank you very much for sharing. To end off with, is there any last word of advice for our reader? Any last motivation? Because you always have something that you can motivate people. So I'm going to squeeze something out of you now.
Wow. Okay, I can always pull something out. I think the count your blessings. Yeah, count your blessings. The fact that I have my mother here right beside me is a blessing. So we can complain about things that go wrong, but we forget to appreciate what we have. So my key message to everyone, appreciate the people around you, count your blessings.
Wow, it's awesome. Before I go, I just want to end up this interview with I did a research, and the last time you were on radio, you did a fantastic interview, a short snippet about etiquette. All right,
Oh, thank
and I think that can be applied to sales as well. That's exactly what it's all about. When I saw the clip, I downloaded it. I said I must play this as the parting shot. So if you allow me, on behalf of the whole crew, I want to thank Maxime for being here and lovely mother. 多謝
Yay.
你喺嘅伯母
謝
and
多
多
thank
謝你，
唔使客氣，Andrew 哥，
多謝你。
多謝陳。Then I want to end off this interview with this short snippet of the video, and then we have to say goodbye. And on behalf of everyone, that's all for this afternoon, and thank you for watching. So let's enjoy Maxime's interview.
Thank you, Andrew. There are two parts here. As the host, the simple rule is you never ever start talking shop and you are starting the meal. There's always some conversation starters, which we talked about in our previous show on the art of small talk. Simple conversations like the current situation, some business trends. So the simple rule is by the time you have finished your main course, about to start on your dessert. If there's no dessert, if you're about to start on your coffee or a tea, then you bring up the topic. And the simple way to do it with the 3 magic words. So example, I demonstrate you eating, and then the plate gets cleared. Stanley, by the way, and then you, so the by the way is magical. The moment you say it, but you do it after the main course. But there are exceptions. There are some of the guests where I'm the host, and they bring it up right at the start of the meal. The moment we sit down, hey, yeah, let's talk about, after we have ordered the food or waiting for the food, let's talk about the business proposal that you mentioned. If the guest brings it up first, by all means. You see, etiquette, which is a French word, which is manners, it is rude if you bring it up first. That means you were there really to talk about business. But if the guest brings it up first and they want to talk about it, you're not rude anymore. So by all means, there you go. Take the cue from the guest. If not, do it after your main course.
Would it also be important to know how much time that your guest has set aside for this meeting with you? Because if you know there's a lot more time, then okay, maybe I don't have to push it so early on the agenda at that meal. But if it's 1 hour business lunch and your guests, you're already making it through the end of your meal and the guest hasn't brought up wanting to talk about business, so you have to be the one, I guess.
Oh, yes. In fact, let's take a few steps back. Just now I was addressing a general situation. So if you take a few steps back and the events, the meal event is dinner, for example, the client says, I can meet you at 7. I said, oh, what time do you need to rush back? Oh, no, I've got all night. So there you go. By all means, the entire meal, you avoid bringing it up unless the guest brings it up. And I have been in that situations, especially in China, because during meals, they don't talk business at all. They just, they come back and they'll drink. And after the whole meal, when we go karaoke, we do a whole lot of things. And then when we're sober having coffee, then they start to talk shop. So in those situations, again, you wait for the guest, in this case, who seems to be taking his or her time. You don't need to rush it. And coming back to what you said just now, my suggestion will for the typical business lunches, which is about 1 hour, at most 1.5 hours.